After the acoustic intro, Stairway to Heaven uses 6-string and 12-string electric guitars. To simulate the sound of the 12-string as best we can with the 6-string, we are adjusting the amp EQ so the bass is just before 12 o'clock. Drop the mids just before 11 and treble to 12. Later we engage drive for the heavier rhythm and high gain for the lead. Let's start phrase 1 by learning 3 easy chord shapes to all 3 chords. They are all played in the same position, so we'll bar the index finger across the 5th fret of strings 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's for all 3 chords. First, with the A minor, with the finger bar in place, add your ring finger to the 7th fret. This makes up an A minor chord. When playing the A minor, I also place my middle finger on the 6th fret behind the ring finger so I can smoothly switch to the next chord. From A minor, you lift your ring finger, making sure your middle finger is on the 4th string 6th fret. 3rd and 2nd strings are barred, and the 1st string 7 you could play with your ring finger or your pinky. This is an A minor 9 sharp 7 chord. For the 3rd chord, lift your middle finger, exposing the barred 5th fret, and add the 1st string 8th fret with your pinky to make an A minor 7 chord. Now that we know the first 3 chords, let's learn the picking structure. Holding A minor, pick strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. I use the pick on the 4th string and finger pick the rest. Middle on the 3rd, ring for the 2nd, and pinky for the 1st. This is my own personal style or preference for finger picking. You may want to use a pick for all 4 notes, or finger pick with your thumb. But from here on, I'll show you how I play the phrases, but you feel free to use whatever works easiest for you. Switch to the next chord, A minor 9 sharp 7, and pluck the 1st and 4th string notes at the same time. I use my pinky for the 1st and my pick for the 4th string. Then pick 2, 3, and 1. Switch to the A minor 7 and pluck strings 1 and 4 together, then pick 2, 3, and 1. In phrase 2, we have a D, which is played by barring strings 1, 2, and 3 across the 2nd fret with your index finger. Add the 2nd string 3rd fret with your middle finger, and 4th string 4th fret with the ring. From here, we drop down to F major 7. 1st string open, 2nd string 1st fret with the index, 3rd string 2nd fret with the middle, and 4th string 3rd fret with the ring. Now let's learn the picking pattern. With the D chord in place, pluck strings 1 and 4 together, then play 2, 3, and 1. Next, switch to F major 7, pluck 1 and 4 together, then 2, 3, 2, pause, then strings 1, 2, 3. Next, place your middle finger on the 5th string's 2nd fret and play it along with the 2nd and 3rd strings open. This is a partial G chord, or technically it's a G5 power chord. Then switch to the 2nd string 1st fret with the index, 3rd string 2nd fret with the middle, and play these along with the 5th string open for a partial A minor chord. This is played twice. Patch of chords starts with an open C. First string open, second string first fret with the index, third string open, fourth string second fret with the middle, and fifth string third fret with the ring. Here we switch to an open D chord, first string second fret with the index, second string third fret with the ring, third string second fret with the middle, and fourth string open. Then drop down to the F major 7, which we've already learned. When we pick this out, we first walk up to the C chord, starting on the fifth string open, second fret, then holding the C chord, pick strings 5, 4, 3, then 1, switch to D, and pluck 1 and 4 together, then pick 2, 3, and 1. Switch to F major 7 and pluck 1 and 4 together, then 2, 3, 1. Play the partial G5 chord, then a single A note on the third string second fret. For phrase 4, walk up to the C again on the fifth string open, second fret, then holding C, pluck strings 2 and 5 together, then pick 3, 4, 2. Next, hold a G chord, or partial G, 6th string 3rd fret with the middle, and 1st string 3rd fret with the pinky. Pluck 6 and 1, then pick 2, 3, 1. Switch from this G shape to a D chord, but keep your pinky on the 1st string 3rd fret while you hold the rest of the notes to D. Pluck 1 and 4 together, and on the 1st string, pull your pinky off to sound the 2nd fret that's held with your index. Then you're going to strum or pluck strings 1 and 2 twice. And repeat. For phrase 5, walk up to the C, starting on the 5th string open, 2nd fret, then holding the C chord, pick strings 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch to a D and pluck a 1 and 4, then strings 2, 3, 1. Switch to F major 7, plucking 1 and 4, then 2, 3, 1, partial G chord, then a single A note like before. To wrap up this section, walk up on the 5th string open, 2nd, then hold C, and pick strings 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold D, pick strings 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the 6th string 3rd fret G, and play it along with strings 3, 2, and 1 open. Then hold the partial A minor, 2nd string 1st fret, 3rd string 2nd fret, and play it along with the 1st string open and the 5th string open. That's G to the A minor, both including the open 1st string. Now that we've learned all the parts for the intro, let's put them all together at a full speed. Phrase 7 introduces fills and variations to cover slight changes. These rhythm parts are repeated several times throughout the song. In 2 occasions, Jimmy will often change the picking pattern. For example, the C chord, you could pick the notes ascending, or you could pluck low and high notes at the same time and fill in the rest with individual notes. There are also different approaches for playing the G to A minor chord changes. You could pluck strings 2, 3, and 5 for each chord. There is also the change where you only played a single A note in place of the A minor. And then there's the variation where you add the first string open to each chord. Phrase 8 starts out with the guitar fill that you'll hear twice in the intro. Start with the 5th string open, play the 2nd fret with your ring finger, and slide it up to the 8th fret, then drop down to the 7th. Play the 5th string open, and position your fingers to hold the first A minor chord, which we learned in phrase 1, and pick strings 4, 3, 1. Switch to A minor 9 sharp 7, pluck 1 and 4, then 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and a muted 4th string. This muted 4th string is the result of lifting the middle finger away from the fretboard while picking. Hold the A minor 7 and pick strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then slide down from the 4th string, 5th fret. Hold the D chord from phrase 2 and pick strings 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slide down the 4th string. Hold F major 7 and pick strings 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause, 2, 3, and pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the same G to A minor that we played before. Here's phrase 8 with a slow practice tempo followed by a fast practice tempo. There's a single lead-in chord for phrase 9, then a progression which repeats. The lead-in chord is G, but you only strum strings 2 through 5. You could hold a full G chord if you know it, or you could just hold the notes which are played. These are the 2nd string 3rd fret with the ring, 3rd and 4th string are open, and the 5th string 2nd fret with the index. Play this lead-in chord, then we start the section which repeats. This uses an open A minor 7, 1st string 3rd fret with the pinky, 2nd string 1st fret with the index, 3rd string open, 4th string 2nd fret with the middle, and 5th string open. Strum down on strings 1 through 5 the first time. Then strumming only strings 1 through 4, strum down, up, down, and down again. Lift the pinky, exposing the 1st string open, and strum down again on strings 4 through 1. Switching to a partial G5, hold the 2nd string 3 with the ring along with strings 3 and 4 open. Hold D and strum strings 4 through 1, the 4th string by itself, then a full D chord again. Strum D 3 more times, then the partial G. Back to the open A minor 7, down on strings 5 through 1, down on strings 4, 3, and 2, then up, then down on strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the pinky, exposing the open 1st string, and strum down on 4 through 1. Next, we move higher up the fretboard to an E minor, played on the 1st string 7, with the index, 2nd string 8 with the middle, and 3rd string 9 with the pinky. Move down 2 frets and you have a D chord by playing the 1st string 5th fret with the index, 2nd string 7 with the pinky, and 3rd string 7 with the ring. Drop this shape down 2 frets for a C chord. It's the same fingerings for frets 3, 5, and 5. Then back up 2 frets to D again. Hit an open 5th string A note and repeat the rhythm. Also, if you're having difficulty switching from the D to partial G, it's permissible to cheat by strumming the open strings on 2, 3, and 4. And then repeating the rhythm. For phrase 10, we return to the open C chord and pick 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch to a G, or just hold the 5th string, 2nd fret, and pick 5, 4, 3, 2. Pick the 2nd string open, then hammer to the 1st fret with the index, 3rd string 2nd held with the ring, and 4th string 2nd held with the middle. Keep holding this A minor chord and pick the 5th string open, 4th string, and 3rd string. Walk up the 5th string open, 2nd, then holding C, play 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold a G chord. This is the 1st string, 3rd with the pinky, open on strings 2, 3, 4, 5th string 2nd with the index, and 6th string 3rd with the middle. Holding this chord shape, pick strings 5, 4, 3, then strum all 6 strings, switch to an open A minor, that's the 1st string open, 2nd string 1, 3rd string 2, 4th string 2, and 5th string open. Strum all 5 strings. Then walk up the 5th string open, 2nd, and repeat the rhythm. After several repetitions, there is an end tag which helps build up to the guitar solo. This end tag uses the same 5th string walk up to C, holding the G, pick 5, 4, 3, then quickly strum G twice, and a single D chord. This section of the song was originally recorded with a 12-string electric guitar. I've arranged all the lessons for 6-string, but if you own a 12-string guitar, you could play it the same way. Also, you could simulate some of the higher-pitched 12-string notes by adding the 1st string 3rd fret G note to existing chords. In the first measure, it shows a C chord, which adds the 1st string G note. Pick strings 5, 4, 1, and 2. Holding a G, pick strings 5, 4, 1, and 2. Or you can get creative by playing 5, 4, then pluck 1 and 3 together, followed by the 2nd string. This is applied to C, or you could apply it to the G. Again, playing 5 and 4, then plucking 1 and 3 together, followed by the 2nd string. Also, there's a variation on the 2nd guitar for the build-up to the guitar solo. Holding G, pick strings 5, 4, 3, and 2, and then switch to a single D chord. For phrase 12, we're going to use some suspended chords. Hold a D chord, minus the 1st string 2nd fret, and when you play this with the 1st string open, it's a D suspended 2nd chord, or it is commonly called a D sus2 chord. Strum down, up, then add the 2nd fret and strum down on the D chord, add the 3rd fret with the pinky, making a D sus4 and strum up. Repeat, D sus2, D sus2, D, D sus4. Repeat, picking down, up, D sus4 to a D. You could also play a 2nd variation, which is simply 1 strum for each chord. Next, holding a D chord, add your pinky to the 5th string 3rd fret, pick the C note twice, then strum D, pause, D twice, then D sus2 once, back to the C note, pick this 3 times, then strum D, D twice, D sus2, strum D sus2, D, D sus4, repeat, repeat again, another D sus4 to D, play the C note once, then strum D, pause and strum D 4 times. Hold a D sus2, picking strings 1, 2, 3, hold a partial G, and pick strings 5, 4, 3, 2, hold D and pick 1, 2, then on the 3rd string, play the 4th fret with your pinky. Pull off to the 2nd, then to open, then fret 2 without picking. There's a second guitar that plays the ending to phrase 12 slightly different. The C note, strum D, pause, then strum 4 times. Instead of picking the individual notes for D sus2, strum the chord. Holding D sus2, play a single B note on the 5th string 2nd fret. Strum strings 4, 3, and 2. Single 4th string open. 4, 3, and 2. Hold D and pick strings 1 and 2. Then on the 3rd string, pull off 4, 2, and open. Holding A minor, strum only strings 1 through 4. Down, 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 then up on strings 1 through 4 open. Add the 1st string 3rd fret and strum down, 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 and up on strings 1 through 4 open. Switch to F, which is the same fingering as F major 7, but add the 1st string 1st fret with a finger bar. Strum strings 2, 3, and 4. Then I strum strings 4 to 1, down, up again, then down, and repeat the rhythm. There are several other strumming variations that Jimmy Page plays, which we will learn later. For now, this is the basic structure. The guitar solo kicks off in phrase 14 on the 3rd string 7 with the ring finger bend. Add vibrato and release the bend. Next is a descending run using the pentatonic scale on the 1st string 5, 2nd string 8, 5, 3rd string 7, pull to 5, 4th string 7, back to the 3rd string 7, 5, 4th string 7, pull to 5, 5th string 8 with vibrato. Phrase 15 starts on the 2nd string 8th fret with a bend, to the 1st string 5, 8, 8 bend, 8, 5, to 2nd string 8, slide up to 10, 1st string 8, 10 pull to 8, 2nd string 10 pull to 8, 3rd string 10, back to 2nd string 8, hammer to 10. Drop down to the 2nd string 3rd fret for phrase 16. Give it a bend to the 1st string 5, pull to 3, 2nd string 5, pull to 3, 3rd string 5 to 2, 3rd string 7, pull to 5, 4th string 7, pull to 5, 5th string 7, 4th string 5, 7, to the 3rd string 5, back to 7, back to 3rd string 5, 5 with vibrato. Phrase 17 is 1st string 5 to 2nd string 8, 5 to 3rd string 7, 5 to 4th string 7, 3rd string 7, 5 to 4th string 7, pull to 5, repeat 7 pull to 5, 5th string 8 with vibrato. On to phrase 18, slide your ring finger up to the 5th string 12, to 4th string 10 with middle, to 3rd string 9 with the index, to 4th string 12, pull to 10, 5th string 12, back to 4th string 10, 12, slide to 14, to 3rd string 12, back to 14, up to 3rd string 12, 14, and end on the 2nd string 13. Phrase 19 is on the 2nd string 15 with a bend, 15 natural to 13, 15, 13 to 1st string 15 with a bend, 15 natural, 13, 12 to 2nd string 15, 13 to 3rd string 14, back to 2nd string 13. In phrase 20, we have a repetitive riff on the 2nd string 15 with a bend, release, and pull off to 13, to 3rd string 14, back to 13. Then repeat for a total of 10 times. After the 10th repetition, add the 1st string 15 with a bend and release. Phrase 21 has us on the 1st string 12 to 2nd string 15, back to 12 and slide, down to 10, to 2nd string 13, 10, 13, 13 bend, 13, 10, 13, 15 bend, and hold while playing the 1st string 15 with the pinky. Pick the 2nd string 15 while still bent and release, then pull off to 13, and end on the 3rd string 14 with vibrato. Bend the 2nd string 15 and hold while playing the 1st string 15, 17, 15 with the pre-bent 2nd string 15, pick and release. Then play 13, 15, 13 to 3rd string 14th fret, back to 2nd string 13, 15 with vibrato. Phrase 23 begins with 2 half-step bends on the 2nd string 12th fret. Drop down to 10, then 3rd string 12, back to 10, to 3rd string 12, and slide up to 14 with vibrato. Drop down to the 2nd string 8th fret for phrase 24. Pick and gradually bend a full bend. Pick and release the bend a half step. Then play the 5th fret. On the 3rd string, play 7, pull to 5. 7, pull to 5 again. 7 to 2nd string 5. back to 3rd string 7, 5, to 4th string 7. Phrase 25 wraps up the solo with a lead-in note on the 2nd string 17. Play the 1st string 20 and pull off to 17. Then back to 2nd string 17 with the finger bar. This is played 5 times. Then end with a bend on the 1st string 20. Phrase 26 is a guitar overdub which is played with a slide over the guitar solo. Position the slide above the 2nd string 13th fret wire and slide down above the 12th fret wire. Mute the strings and go back up to 13, pick, then slide down to the 10th fret wire. If you don't own a slide, you can mimic this part by fretting the notes 13, slide to 12, 13 again, slide to 10. Phrase 27 shows the heavy rhythm guitar and many variations for playing this. Starting with power chords, we double up on A5, that's an index on the 6th string 5, ring on the 5th string 7, and pinky on the 4th string 7. Strum twice and mute. Then drop down 2 frets for the G5. Strum twice and mute. Drop the shape down 2 frets for F5 and strum once. Then release pressure, but still keep your fingers on the string. Pick the 6th string this way for a muted note. Then play the F5 again by applying pressure and picking. Repeat the muted 6th string, F5, muted 6th string, F5, muted 6, F5, up 2 frets to G5, and you can keep repeating this rhythm. Or you can mix in the many variations that Jimmy Page plays. For example, we have a full A minor bar chord. Barring your index across the 5th fret of all 6 strings, add the 4th string 7 with your pinky and 5th string 7 with your ring. Strum twice, then drop down 2 frets, but add the 3rd string 4th fret with your middle finger, making a G major chord. Strum twice, then mute, and drop down 2 frets for an F major bar chord. Strum once, release pressure, but keep your hand in contact with the strings and strum the muted notes. F major again, mute, F major, mute, F major, mute, F major to G major, and repeat the rhythm. Another variation plays the same A minor to G, but Jimmy often partially strums chords. So for the F, you could strum down on strings 6, 5, and 4, then up on strings 1, 2, and 3, then a quick strum pattern, down on muted 6th string, apply pressure to hold the F and strum down on strings 6, 5, and 4, and up on 1, 2, and 3. Repeat, repeat, then mute, a full F, and up to G. Later, Jimmy adds more muted notes, also known as string rakes. Play 2 A minor chords, then rake 4 times, 2 G chords, then 4 rakes, drop down to F, 2 rakes, F, 2 rakes, F, 2 rakes, F, 2 rakes, F to G. All of these variations are overlapped by several guitar parts and are mixed in and out throughout this rhythm. Here we see a lead riff, which is played along during the solo. Start with a single 6-string 5th fret A note and place an A minor. Play twice, mute, then drop down to G on the 3rd fret. Twice and mute, then drop down to the 1st fret F with vibrato. 3rd with the ring, slide up to 5, to the 5th string 3rd with vibrato. 5, slide to 7, 5, then 3, and then repeat. And yet another variation is A minor to G to F major 7, but this time we add the 5th string 3rd fret. Here's all variations played together with a slow tempo. For the outro solo, phrase 28 begins with the second string 10, pull to 8, hammer to 10. 8, slide to 10, and holding that 10, play the third string 12 along with it and bend. This is called a unison bend. Next, play second string 13 to first string 10, 12, second string 10, pull to 8, 8 slide to 10, then another unison bend on 10 and 12. For phrase 29, the index drops down to second string 5, ring on the third string 7, play both notes, single second string 5, then both notes again for a unison bend. On the same strings, move your index up to 8 and bend 10, index up to 10 and bend 12, index up to 13 and bend 15. Phrase 30 continues the unison bends on the second and third strings. Index to 12 and bend 14, index to 13 and bend 15, release and bend again, hold 12 and bend 14, hold 13 and bend 15, back to 12, bend 14, back up to 13 and bend 15, up to 15, bending 17, down to 13, bend 15, down to 12, bend 14, up to 15, bend 17, and end on 13, bending 15. During the outro solo, a second lead guitar track is recorded over the unison bends. Second string 13 with vibrato, 12 with vibrato, 13 pull to 12, 13 with vibrato, repeat the last measure, and end on 15, 13, 12, 15, 13, all played with heavy vibrato. Here's another overdub guitar part that can be heard during the solo and outro rhythm. Starting with the A minor that we learned in phrase 1, slide up to the 4th string 7, then pick the 5th fret on strings 1, 2, 3, and repeat, picking 1, 2, 3. Again. Slide your ring finger up to the 4th string 9, barring the 7th fret, add your middle finger to the 2nd string 8. With this chord in shape, pick strings 1, 2, and 3. Again, that's the 1st string 7th fret, 2nd string 8th fret, and 3rd string 7. And it's played twice. This is another G variation. Move up 1 fret, your index is on the 8, your pinky to the 2nd string 10, play the 3rd string 9 with your middle, and your ring is on the 4th string 10 for an F7 chord. Pick the 4th string, pause, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat. 4th, pause, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then repeat the whole rhythm. The A minor, up to the G, up to the F7, and double up on the F7. For the ending of the song, play the barred A minor chord. Strum 3 times, then 2 rakes, down to G 3 times, then 2 rakes, then down to the F major 7 once to complete the song.